Welcome back, everyone. Well, today I just bit the bullet. I've been wanting to organize myself. You know, I have tool trailer and a whole shop and all places, you know, with tools, and they all go. But when you're, you know, these new portable work boxes, I just decided to get one. So I got the Klein Tools MOD Box 2.0. So this is the upgraded version. And I decided to go with the double drawer bottom. They make one that's just a big open box, but this one has two drawers. Then I got one big drawer, which I'll put second for bigger stuff, and then the 3-drawer. And I think I'm going to get, they have one more organizer that I think I'm going to put on the top that's removable. So I looked at reviews on between the Milwaukee, and there were a couple other ones, the Flex, and there's one other one, I can't remember the name of it. But I decided on the Klein. I liked the way that it had all the options you could get for it, and even holes, levels, and pipe benders and stuff in the handle. So I'm gonna I'll give you my impression of it. It's not cheap. I think this whole thing came to like $540, something like that, with the discount that I got it from Lowe's. They just delivered it. So I wanted to be able to keep all my tools in one place when I'm doing the house, between electrical and plumbing, and then when I do the trim and all that, and installing, you know, things. I want to have all the tools. I can bring them from one room to the next. I spend more time walking around the house wondering where I left it last, so hopefully this will help me. And I did get one other thing which I'm gonna have to return. This is an accessory rail that goes inside. I thought it was one that went on the outside, but I was mistaken, or they sent me the wrong one. But this does not fit the 2.0. This only fits the original. So I've got to, you can see it's all dusty. They must have had this for a while. So I'm going to return that and get a few other things for it. But so let's see. Let's look. Let's start with this one. So it does lock. It latches. So you have to flip this bar down, and now they will open. But what I liked about it is they've got actual toolbox, you know, drawer slides, and it's got dividers. Got a little hump in the bottom of it there. Same thing, come with dividers. Last one, dividers. And what I also liked about it too is this will fit a piece of 1/2-inch EMT, or you know, nobody except me uses copper these days, but you know, you can put it in there, you can mark it. So this would be really good for the offsets. When you go 2 1/4 and 4 1/2 for your box offsets, you don't have to pull out a ruler each time. So I kind of like that. This is the one big drawer. Sorry, I'm doing it with one hand. So it's got these pull-out dividers as well. So I think that will come in handy. And they do have positive locking, but there's not a finger latch like some of them have. I think, forget the one that has it. But again, I'm not going to be driving around with this. It's just going to be in the house here and then in the shop, because hopefully my days of serving customers are over. And same thing here. So you can pull those out, and they all clip in onto each other, and then it's got the big box on the bottom, which will come in handy for the bigger tools. So I can get, hopefully this should be everything I need to get it in there. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. Yep, so there's one. This one, and nope, I can't do it with one hand. Not when the drawers are opening. And like I said, these will flip up, so the drawers won't open. And the handle system is nice on it too. You can take it completely off, or it drops down like that, so it's not really in the way at all. And that's about 4 feet tall. Like I said, I'm probably going to get one more. They have one more box. I'll probably get it before this video is done, and I'll be able to show it to you. But so far I'm liking it. It's got these accessory rails here, and they've got a cup holder, and they've got all kinds of stuff. So that's why I really liked it. And I've used Klein Tools, the electrical tools, I mean, for 30 years probably, at least I've had Klein, maybe 40 even. But they're good, and even their new stuff, their new hammer even. I bought one of their new flat-faced hammers for the electrical staples, and boy, it's very nice, and they're not expensive. So, all right, let me get this inside, and we'll show you after I get some stuff in it. Figure I might as well show it in action going upstairs. Well, there you go. Nice. I mean, obviously, there's no weight in it. I mean, the thing probably weighs, I don't know, 60 pounds the way it is, you know, with nothing in it. But it went nicely. It didn't rub on anything as it went up the stairs. So it's got 10-inch wheels. So they roll pretty good. All right, let me get working on it. Oh, and here's the 20-ounce flat-faced Klein hammer, and it's got a nice handle. I've used it quite a bit, and what I like about it is it's magnetic, so you could start a nail if you want there, but it's also got side pullers, and I've showed a lot of tricks, and I'll have to do it when I find a nail afterwards. But you know, if you need to pull out a nail, let's say there's a nail right here, obviously most people want to pry it this way. It makes sense, right? And this is a straight claw, meaning this is pretty much straight. It's not curved. If it's curved, you get some leverage, or as they'd say on the other side of the pound, leverage. But I've always showed the best thing to do is put this in up against the nail and twist it to the side, and you can pull it out. Well, they give a little notch. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get some light on it. Right there. So you can just put it in this way and twist this sideways. So it's I really like it, and I think it was only like $20-something, so not bad. And it all matches too. All right, Santa came early yesterday when I went back to Lowe's. I returned that part that I showed you that was for the original, not the 2.0. And I bought a few other things. So I bought a parts portable, you know, clips right on the top. This is the short one though, and that's all they had. And I'm going to go to the normal one that I go to, meaning Lowe's. And I see that they have the regular height one, so I'm going to return this. Even this was only like $40, and the other one is like $60, I think. But I think the other one might be better, or I might keep both of them. I don't know. But anyway, so I bought I wanted to try these new Klein, they're like channel locks, but they're not, these are supposedly not going to, you know, pinch your fingers when it falls off. I guess these don't fall off the notch. So I give that a try. I got a little parts bin rail thing. I got a cup holder / not just for cup holding, but you could put like glue in there or something as well. These are little hooks that all these go on the rails. And this is just another tool carrier that goes on the rail and a magnet, so you could put whatever you want on it. So I figured that'd come in handy. And I already got the my 1/2-inch conduit bender on there. I got level, and then I got another level. The only thing I wish they would do, they've got a place here where you could, you know, if you have a 3/4, so this is 1/2 inch. So if you had a 3/4, you could put that there, which is fine because it doesn't sit on the bottom. It rests on the handle. But the level, it's got another spot for a bigger level, or, you know, whatever. But I guess they did it for a footrest down here, but there's no notch. And if you try to put it in there, it'll just fall off. But I think they did it for a foot, but I would have preferred if they gave it the option. But it probably makes it stronger. I think that's why they do it, because, you know, if you're going to tip this up when it's heavy. But anyway, so all right, I'll show it to you when I get them on there, but I figured I'd show it when I brought it back. And like I said, I'm undecided on whether I'm going to keep this one or get the other one, or keep both of them. But I think I'll definitely get, this is like 3 inches tall, and the other one is almost 6. It's like double the height, so I think that might be better. All right, so here's how the cup holder works. It's 2 pieces. So these, like all their rail attachments, they just clip right onto that rail, and there's a button underneath if you want to remove it. And the way this works is it goes upside down. So if you look on the top of that, it's got a notch, and it's got one in there. So you put it in upside down and turn it, and see, now it can't pop out. And this way it can swivel, so as you're carrying this, you know, with the handle, and it's tipped back like that. So I like that. I think it was only $13. And here's the parts bin, little parts bin rail thing. So you can see it's got a big handle. And I decided it makes more sense to put the drink holder to the back, because when you tip it forward, you know, tip this backwards, this is going to move backwards as well. So if it's here, then it's going, if you put, like I was thinking, I'm going to put this parts bin thing right here, like that, because this isn't going to swing forward. You'd have no need to go forward if this thing falls forward, which isn't going to happen. But see, it can spin backwards. So I think this is good for just little odds and ends. Yeah, let me get these other things on there. So again, this 1/2 inch conduit and or pipe holder works great. So for soldering, which you probably, nobody does this anymore. So this is the tub. I don't like to have them, usually they put them so close, they're only like 8 inches apart. So I've got these 16-inch drop on this, so you can stand up. If you're normally taking a shower, you don't have to reach so far down and adjust the water. And all put together, ready to go. These are actually for PEX connections. I just cut the PEX connection off and just put a coupler on, because it's got the end already closed, so you don't have to worry about having to cap it off or solder on a cap that you're just going to cut off afterwards. So yeah, I love this box so far. I'll keep showing it to you when I keep making it evolve. All right, I'm going to end this video here. I'm not totally done. I did order returned the half-depth box, you know, the, I don't know what you'd call it. I'll have to look up to see what they call it. Storage box, I guess. And I ordered the full depth, and I got the one, you got to be careful if you get it, like Lowe's. I had to order it on Amazon. I'll put the link up. They only had the old system, which was the latch, like with a latch. And the new one has like a 1-finger latch on the side. So it's the same price, so I wanted to get the new one, and it's not going to come for like 3 weeks. So again, you saw how it popped up here. So I ordered it, but I want to get this video up just because it's relevant right now. So just show you what I did quickly. Got all my electrical tape, laser, measuring tape, some blades. This is for marking my shutoffs downstairs. I got all my Wagos. I've got staples, nuts for grounds. I've got all that stuff in there. I've got other tools. Some of them are out, but I'm putting my hand tools in there for now. Here is all my, well, not all of them, but I've got all my cordless in there, the ones I'm using. And there's some bigger hand tools, what I'm using, and in the bottom I've got all drill bits. So I think one thing I probably would have done is I might have swapped this one for the 2-drawer. Instead of a 1-drawer, I might have done a 2-drawer where I could have fit more. I could have fit more of the hand tools, but it's actually pretty handy because I do use the cordless quite a bit. So it's a toss-up. I just don't want to get this thing so tall, you know, that you can't move it around. And these are a few tools that I'm using a lot. Again, here's the that's the magnet, another hook. And this comes in very handy because I have to go underneath in the crawl space when I'm fishing the wires. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Miss Wonderful, when Miss Wonderful is not helping me. So I take that off and it's great. And I have used this. This is very good for moving it around. And I don't know if I showed it or not, but I've got this. I got this Klein light, which has different levels of brightness, as you can see. And then you just hold it and it goes off. And it pops off. It pops off like that. And it's also magnetic. And it will clip on. It will clip on, obviously, to the side rail. But it's also magnetic, so you can stick it on the lids of the ones that open. So that was a good addition. And again, got the levels. I didn't put the other 4-footer that I'm using back in there. I already talked about that. So I'm very happy, and you saw I moved it around. So as I move around, the next video will probably be the electrical. I'm trying to I haven't got a video up in a while. I've been so busy trying to get plumbing, electrical, air conditioning done that I haven't had time to do anything outside. Got to do lawnmower maintenance, all the fluids. I got to do skid steer and the Mini X fluids on that. And I haven't even used the ripper yet. I've had people ask me, did you use the ripper? Nope, I have not got to that yet. So again, I just wanted to talk about this Klein Tools MOD Box. And what I love about Klein anyway is that they are American made and American family, and they haven't sold out like DeWalt and Milwaukee and all the others, and Black & Decker have all. It's like one big conglomerate that they don't care about us. So I do like that about Klein. And I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to get this up there because it's relevant right now, and this might help some people out in their purchase. But again, I would wait on any of the storage boxes for the top. Make sure that you get the one. You'll see the difference between the latches. I'll try to put up a couple of clips here to show it, and you could see the difference between them. But so far, I'm very happy. So I guess that's about it. So as usual, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.